Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am going to talk to you today all about natural, homemade, organic deodorants. There's no denying that if you make your deodorant at home, some people look at you a bit strangely and probably think you smell a little bit. And that's because there's this massive misconception around how effective homemade alternatives are. People often think they're a lot weaker than the chemical-based ones that you'd buy in shops. But in my experience, having worn natural alternatives, both shop-bought natural alternatives and my own homemade recipe, it really isn't the case. The only thing you're doing is avoiding putting harmful chemicals on your skin and allowing them to be absorbed into your body. Now, the science does suggest that there's a lot of links to health conditions and some of the chemicals that we're absorbing through our deodorants. So if you are interested in making your own at home and taking a bit more control about what you're actually putting onto your body, this recipe I'm going to share today is so simple. There's just 3 ingredients. They're all completely natural and really easy to get hold of, and it can be made in 10 minutes. There's so many upsides to making your own deodorant at home, particularly when you're using essential oils, and you can mix and match different scents and different smells to create something that's really personalised to you. The only downside that I've ever come across to my own homemade recipe is that I have to apply a little bit more than you normally would with shop bought ones. And if it's a really hot day, sometimes I have to reapply it 2 or 3 times. But for me, that's a really small change for my routine that I've been happy to make, and I think it's worth it. Okay, let's go and make this recipe. So here are the 3 ingredients that you're going to need. Organic coconut oil, arrowroot powder or cornstarch, whichever you prefer, and baking soda. You can also add essential oils if you'd like to, but these are completely optional. Firstly, add 4 tablespoons of coconut water into a bowl and mix gently. Put an inch of hot water in a saucepan on heat and drop the bowl in. Stir the coconut oil until it runs clear. Take the bowl off heat, and as it cools, add around 15 drops of essential oils. I've chosen tea tree and eucalyptus, which help ward off bacteria, and they have a really refreshing smell, which I love. Add 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 4 tablespoons of either arrowroot powder or cornstarch. Mix it all together well until there's no lumps and all you have is a white liquid. Leave it to cool for around 10 minutes and then pour it into a small jar or pot. I reuse an old eye cream pot, and because it's really small it means I can take it out everywhere with me in my bag. If the liquid starts to thin, you can keep the pot in the refrigerator as well. And to apply it, either use your fingers or use a spatula. I use an old lollipop stick. So I hope you found that useful and interesting, and if you do go ahead and make your own recipe at home, then I would love to know how you got on and what essential oils you've used as well, because it's always fun to experiment and hear what other people are doing. If you like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could like or subscribe below, and also let me know in the comments if this is the kind of content you like or what other videos you'd like me to film. Otherwise, thank you very much and I'll see you soon.